It's Scott here, and it was an absolute pleasure to meet you all in the wonderful city of Lisbon last week. I have to say, it was great to work with a group that were clearly well read and curious and very interested in how they could take the things that we discussed back into the workplace and make a difference. I just wanted to drop you a little video to just help you remember some of the key points. I started with my best bit, the dog in the yard, and I do believe that that is the most important thing that I taught you last week. It's something that I've now used for many years with many organizations, and it's really, really powerful. And to be honest, the best bit is that when you start to use it with your friends and family, start to think about what they see the issue is rather than what you think the issue is. It's astonishing the difference it can make. And if you use it alongside the rapport process, remember Lala, where you listen to what someone's saying until you can repeat it back to them almost better than they can say it themselves. Then you tell them what you agree with. Then you tell them what you've learned. And then finally, do you say, and my perspective is. And as I said during the day, sometimes you don't even get to the and because you even change your own mind before you open your own mouth. It can be difficult. I find it difficult, but it's something that really, really works. You'll remember my Johnny Cash story about how I worked with prisoners in a prison up in Scotland. Every time I tell that story, it reminds me of one of the things that we do at work that we rarely think about, the reality of the words we use. And I hope that you remember that part, but also the sad story experience where we did the exercise about the murder, because in there are some key elements of how we can be better at relationships, personally and at work. We need to get better at being true to ourselves. You know, I talked about dark values. I'm not saying you should have them on the wall, but what I am saying is take time to reflect on what you think your real values are. You don't need to share them with anybody, but when you understand those and you start to ask other people about their dog in the yard real values, it can make a huge difference as well to their relationships. And finally, just to bring it all together, you know, notwithstanding all the things we spoke about in terms of technology and how things are moving at an exponential rate, let's go back 3,000 years to the Epic of Gilgamesh, where they spoke about the golden rule for the first time, which is do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. I want a wee twist on that. Do unto others as they would have done unto them. Remember the death metal story? So it was great to meet you. And there's a few references that I'm going to send over. I hope you have time to have a look at them. Remember to keep in touch with me via the hashtag #ScottSpeaks. And of course, I'd be delighted to keep in touch with any of you individually to talk about how we help each other with our development and how we share our films, experiences, favourite books, favourite stories with each other, all with an intention of doing things better and hopefully reducing that KPI that we got from Warren Buffett. People checking people, checking people, checking people. And I really hope it was time well spent. Thanks very much for your time. I look forward to the next time. Scott.